Hi guys, and welcome to another weekly vlog. Now, it's not actually the Monday Georgia talking right now, I'm the editing Georgia, because what happened is this video went really wrong. I had to re-edit it all for 2 days because it lost the original data. But I've managed to piece it all back together because I'm so glad, 'cause this week is a really interesting week. So I've got lots in store for you. I've got gallops on Smokey, I've got riding Charlie for the first time in 8 months, and I lived to tell the tale, so that's really good. But we'll jump into Monday. So basically on Monday I went to Bransby Horses because it's their grand reopening. If you saw it on my Instagram, you'll know all about it. So this is just a snippet of what happened on Monday. So Monday I spent at Bransby Horses because it was their grand reopening and I was invited as a special guest, so I got to do a little bit of filming, and I also did an Instagram takeover for them. So I posted all of their stories for the day, I advertised it on my Instagram. If you're not already following them, be sure to check out at Bransby Horses on Instagram and on Facebook. It's an amazing charity, as I know you've all heard before on my channel, and this is just a bit of an insight into what I did on the day.
So guys, if you do head down, don't forget to sponsor one of these sponsorship stars, just like Honor here.
So I lost a lot of my intro clips, but we're now on to Tuesday. So I went down early and turned Smokey out, and he was really spring fevery this morning. He's had a lot of energy recently, as you can tell. So this is what it's been like when I've been turning him out.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And then later on in the day I was helping out on the farm, so I did a little bit of weeding for my dad and all of the bunny safe weeds, so the dandelions, the little bits of bramble, the sticky weed, all things like that are completely rabbit safe to eat. I used to be really into foraging, so I used to go and get these for them all the time. So I kept those in a bucket and took them over to the buns for them to eat. So as you can see, Dottie is actually in Nala's section at the moment, and that's because I'm still trying to bond them, but every time they sort of meet, it doesn't go too well. So we're trying different tactics, and today Ariel gave me the fright of my life. I genuinely thought she was dead, but luckily she was just sunbathing. And once I'd finished on the farm, it was then time to take Ted out. So we took him out for a little adventure today. So we took him round a little national trust near us, so some forest, and it has some lakes and things. And we even spotted a snake, which I'm not too keen on the wild variety. I like the domesticated ones, I don't mind, I can hold a snake, but we did find a wild one. But obviously having a dog, you have to be careful. But Ted had the best time ever, just trotting about. So this is where the snake was, hence he was on the lead. And then we took him around the peat, because there's a peat works and things. And he absolutely loved it. So all of this is kind of protected, but you can take your dog down there, so that was really lovely. He had the best time running around. And afterwards we headed to my favourite ice cream place. They make their own ice cream here, and the best thing is it is doggy friendly, so we get to take Ted in, and they have an amazing selection. So I chose the toffee fudge, and we also got Teddy a little doggy ice cream that he absolutely loved. This is our first time taking him, so I wasn't sure what he'd think to the ice cream, but Ted being Ted, he pretty much eats everything anyway, so he absolutely loved it. And it was such a nice day, so we got to sit outside with our ice cream, and Ted was just lapping it up. But when we got home, Ted was quite dirty after his walk, so it's his least favourite time, and that was bath time. He really doesn't enjoy it, but he is very well behaved, luckily, so he didn't jump out of the bath, which he normally does do. But yeah, so he had a bath, and that was kind of the end of the day's adventures. So moving on to Wednesday. Now Wednesday I didn't film a huge amount because I had really big plans, but Smokey's injured his hoof, which I'll show you soon. So I decided to have a little bit of a spring clean of his section where I keep all of his things, because as you can see it's got really messy because when I've moved on I've just kind of chucked everything in. So I had a really good clean and sort out of that. My spring cleaning series will be starting very soon as the horses at home move out of the stables and start living out. I'm going to be starting my spring cleaning of doing all of that. So that'll be really exciting for you guys to watch, because I know everyone loves the spring clean. And bits like this will be included in it as well. And then I went to fetch Smokey in, although he's not being ridden today, and that's because his hooves, with it being so dry, have managed to crack. Well, one of his front hooves has cracked, and it started off as a little crack, but then a massive chunk kind of came away, so we've got the farrier coming tomorrow to sort that out. Good morning, guys. So it is Thursday today. I'm just doing my breakfast. So today is meant to be a really nice day, but it's very foggy. But yeah, so today I'm not going to be riding Smokey because he has cracked his hoof quite badly. It's just from the dry conditions, and he's not had front shoes on for a little while, so I've booked the farrier to come and get that sorted tomorrow. So he can't be ridden today, but I think I'm going to bring Charlie back into work today, which will be really exciting. I know a lot of you have asked for me to start riding Charlie again, and now that the weather's picked up, it's time for me to start riding him. So that is the plan today. Okay guys, so I've brought Chunk up, and I've actually just worked out he's not been ridden in about 8 months. So the last time I rode him, I believe, was August. What's happening right? I believe was August, so I'm going to give him a groom, and we're just going to jump on board because there's no point lunging him. If I lunge him, he'll try and kick me because he likes to nearly kick me in the face. So hopefully he doesn't chuck me off today. I think we'll just stick with the school and see how we go in walk and trot, because if I put him in canter, he tends to buck and chuck me off. So we'll start with baby steps, seeing as he's not been worked for 8 months. But I'm going to give him a groom first. Hello, chunkies. Right, let's try get some. The majority of your coats actually come out. It's just this bit on your back. Ooh. Get rid of the poops. Brush. To say you have such a long mane, Chunk, when you keep on top of it, it's so lovely. Although why is that bit like so much longer than all the others? Eh? You beautiful boy. Even your head's fluffy. No, okay, good. Right. We'll tuck that into your bridle. Oh, this tail does my head in. It's just so big. There's no need to have such a big tail. Nobody needs this much fur on one body. Good boy. Oh, it's stuck on things. Good lad. Can have a proper bath soon, Chunk. So today I'm using my Pivo to help me film my ride. Now Pivo is an attachment to my phone. I keep saying I'm going to do a review on it because a lot of people have asked about it because it's quite an affordable like cameraman. It is really good sometimes, and then sometimes I fall out of loving with it because it can just stutter or just lose me. But today it did a really good job of following Charlie, to be fair. So that's what I'm using to film today because I didn't have anyone to help me film. So I just jumped straight onto Chunk, and then I adjusted my girth and my stirrups and everything, because Charlie is so bad for breathing out when you tack him up. You literally can't even get the girth on, and then you sit on him and you can put it up like 4 holes. And I also shortened my stirrups because I knew we were kind of in for a little bit of a bumpy ride. And the shorter my stirrups are, the more secure my seat will be, and I'm less likely to get chucked off. But we started with a really slow warm-up, so obviously Charlie does have arthritis, so we have to be careful with that. And also he's not been worked in a really long time, so I actually spent a really long time just walking him around. But to say he hasn't been in the school for such a long time, he didn't spook at anything. He was really, really well behaved, so I was super happy with him. But I did just walk him around for ages before I then asked him for his first trot. And I always knew that our upwards transitions would be where we struggled, so I asked him for trot, and he put up the smallest little tantrum ever. It was literally like the mini like rear, a bunny bounce if you will, and then you kick him on and you're like, no, you're actually going to trot, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And that is really as far as Charlie's tantrums and trying to, put up a fight goes. He does do it a few more times and they did get a little bit bigger, but luckily I did manage to sit everything today, so it didn't throw me off, which is good. But he can just like to put up a fight, and you have to be a decent rider to sit on Charlie, because otherwise he does chuck you off, because he has chucked me off quite a few times. Now, for the vast majority of the time, Charlie was really well behaved. We did get a lot of upward transitions where he did actually just do it and didn't put up a fight at all. And then we had some where he was like, nah, I've had enough now. And he did try and get me off, I think about 3 times, but he didn't succeed, so that's all that matters. Now, this was definitely his best effort. So again, just asking for trot, and Charlie being Charlie was like, nope, get off. But again, sat it okay, so I think my seat's getting better, because honestly I used to fall off him all the time. But I tend to find that when he's kind of been naughty and then I push him forward, he's actually more forward, so I don't really mind, provided I can sit his little mini tantrums that he does. And he was actually going that forward that even though I didn't actually ask for it, he actually popped himself and did a few strides of canter. Again, a little bit of a buck to begin with, but we don't mind. But I was actually really impressed that he even went into canter. That's normally Charlie's worst gait, but the aim at the end of me bringing him back into work is for us to be having a canter on the front field. So that's really good that he actually did do some cantering today, even if I didn't ask for it. Okay guys, so apologies that I've not filmed it, but I was rushing like hell. So I've mucked out 5 stables and done all of the hay nets for the day in an hour and a half, which I think is pretty impressive. So it's 8:30 now, and I'm heading down to turn Smokey out before the farrier comes. So yeah, I'm out of breath. Been running around like a silly sod. Come on, Mr. Beau. So I always turn Beau out for Carol when I'm down early. But you walk so slowly, don't you, Mr. Beau? Yes. So today, me and Carol and her horse Beau went out on a really nice hack. Now this footage is actually not from that hack. This is from a few days before, because all of the footage from the original hack got deleted, which is a shame because we did so much galloping and so much canter work. We do a little bit in this, but not as much as we actually did on the day, so apologies for that, but I thought at least if you can see us going out on a hack, we did the same route and everything, but Smokey is so good out. Like, you can literally take him for a gallop and he doesn't get hot or fizzy, and he comes straight back to me, and I was so happy with him. He's honestly a little angel out.
I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me, my enemies. I've tried every possibility, ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly.
So I've just come to bring Smokey in a bit later on, and oh, this is a nice grey, dirty, oh look at your face, camouflage look we're going for. Even the legs, you are in such desperate need of a really good bath. I mean, we've got this bit of mane that there isn't on, then the bits that you have got are like long as anything, then we've got feathers. Yeah, I think somebody needs a pamper day. Possibly not tomorrow because I'm out hacking again, but one day next week, certainly. But for now, we'll fetch you in and give you a bit of a groom. Oh. I was expecting more of a reaction because Smokey is out on his own this morning. None of the other horses are out currently. And normally him and Beau get turned out at the same time in the morning, but I went to turn Mr. Beau out and he was lame, so I've had to turn Smoke out on his own and just give Beau a butte and let his mum know. But yeah, Mr. Smokes is alright on his own apparently. Gonna be a big brave boy. Yeah. Right, off to my parents to go and muck out the others. Okay guys, so today's plan isn't quite going to plan. I've just got to the yard, to my parents' stables, and I'm going to muck these out in a minute. But basically my plan was obviously to go out for a hack this afternoon on Smokes, but the girl I was going to go with, because obviously Beau's lame, so I can't go with Carol, she can't come now because she's like suddenly got plans or something. So I think I might just give Smokey the day off, maybe, because he was ridden for 2.5 hours yesterday and he hacked out, so I think maybe just give him today off And then the weather's meant to be really nice tomorrow, so I might do more with him tomorrow. But yeah, that is my current plan, so let's get mucking out these stables.
I pull into your driveway, it's a Saturday night. You look like $1,000,000 wearing that dress I like. You're smiling, but there's something missing in your eyes. Girl, I can tell that you have something on your mind. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much I love you, wanna see you smile? Where's that happy girl that I know with a heart on fire? I'll do anything to make it fine, but I can tell that you have something on your mind right now. But I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes, I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dance until it feels alright, all night. We're all about the good vibes, all about the good vibes.
So I just come down to see the goats because one of them was laid in the little paddly pool thing. There's not got any water in, but they were laid in there. They're all just fighting at the minute. But it's really sunny and lovely, so they're all nice and chill. They've all been laid out, having a bit of a sunbathe today. Get out of my face. You old doll. So this one's Dolly. No, are you a Dolly? No, that one's definitely Daffodil because she's a dark one. But it's really hard to tell Dolly and Daisy apart these days. You might, yeah, I think you're Dolly because Dolly likes her head scratches. She does. Yeah, you're littler. Doing some weird goat yoga stretch thing. So I've finished the hay nets and I've come to do the other animals. Hello, Pickle. Pickle's just chirping away while he's sunbathing. You can tell it's a lovely day today because it's so nice and all the animals are sunbathing. The goats were, but I've just given them some hay, so they're all gone in the house now. And Miss Primrose is also sunbathing over there. So I'll go and say hello to piggies in a minute when I poo pick them. So due to my cancelled riding out plans, I actually spent the rest of the afternoon on my parents' farm and we had a really nice barbecue, which was lovely, and just spending a bit of time with them outside. So I'm going to leave the vlog here now, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Sorry that it kind of got a little bit cut short because of the missed clips, but I hope I did my best to repair everything for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you get a notification every single time I post, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!